Hello, everyone, and we're back to do episode 3 of the Whoniversal podcast. Yay, well, we got it.
Yay!
Yay! Took 3 times to get the title done. And this time we are going to do we're going to do a spoiler session on the second episode of the 60th anniversary specials. And halfway through the episodes of this year, which is called Wild Blue Wonder. I mean, it takes the gravity of the situation. I'll tell you that.
That is true. So you just want to jump straight into it, do you?
Yeah, let's just jump straight into it. I watched it twice.
I've only watched it once.
Yeah, I'm
doing this. I'm doing the marathon. I'm only up to series 6 thus far, so I'm waiting until I get up to the specials point in the marathon to watch it again.
Yeah, I just like maybe I should rewatch this when I'm not playing with the remote, so I'm not waking up my neighbors, and also I'm half asleep, so I'm half awake.
So when do you watch these episodes usually?
Like when it is. Like
okay, right.
Yeah.
I wait until about 6 o'clock at night, so it's fresh in my mind still.
Yeah. I was like, I said when it comes to Christmas, I'm like, I'm watching it like at 7 or 8. Like I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not waking up people for or for us on Boxing Day.
Did you do the episodes back in Capaldi's run at 5 o'clock in the morning on the ABC?
No. I basically started doing that during when I realized, Series 10 is is on the iView, ABC iView, way before it actually airs on.
Yeah, I did that
with
Capaldi's run, and that was my time to be like, all right, I'm not doing this again. I'm waiting until later.
Yeah. I was like, and also I'm thinking, next year, film store. I don't think I mean, Sundays. I was like, that's good. No longer Mondays. No longer like rushing to get the video done. I was clearly I had my priority straight. I was slightly late from class because I was busy doing the centenary special. Doing that. Yeah, I had my priority straight. It's like you have to understand. This is the final. 13th Doctor, and David Tennant's 14. We need to start it immediately. Anyway, Wild Blue Wonder. This one, like, here's the thing. I can kind of smell the criticism with this episode, which is we're on the second anniversary special, and it doesn't feel so much like an anniversary special.
Yep, which is exactly where I'm gonna stand on it. Yeah,
because
it's good. It's very good. It is just not an anniversary special.
No, unless the idea is like, okay, we're gonna give you every type of Doctor Who out there. We gave you the sci-fi of last week, and now we're giving you the horror episode this week, and then we're going to give you the big action episode for the final week.
I understand that, considering how it's going out on Disney Plus for the first time, it's going to be an entire other audience. But as anniversary specials, they don't really feel like it.
No. I mean, you could say, well, the first episode kind of feels like one because you're bringing about the Dr. Donna and adapting a comic book storyline which was originally for the Fourth Doctor and all that kind of stuff.
That is true, from 1980.
Yeah, no, yeah. So and the third episode, you're introducing, the toy maker for a whole different audience, and it has been seen since 1965. So
yes,
kind of like
technically.
Apparently that's the next anime recreation, which is kind of weird because isn't that the one that has the M bomb gets the M word gets dropped in that episode in that story?
Yeah, they'll cut around it.
Yeah, they'll cut around it. they'll say sugar or something.
Yes.
Yeah, or
That'll
something
go
like
down
wine,
well.
or just something that wines with it. But and of course with this episode, everybody we knew nothing about it,
No.
so it naturally.
Technically, it was a multi-doctor episode.
Yeah, technically. Technically we're getting one next week as well. But
yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the trailer yet, so I cannot comment on that. But I've seen a still of Shooty Gutler, so I'm assuming he's going to pop up. He popped up in that trailer somewhere.
He's in TARDIS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's more like you hear Neil Patrick Harris saying like, "Doctor, do you remember me?" and the time, the toy maker and the Time Lord kind of thing. It's typical evil dialogue gibberish, and then and you see David Tennant's regenerating in that cloudish background that clearly.
What the Doctor regenerates?
Yeah, 14 and turns to 15.
That's crazy.
Crazy. It's like they've been telling us this for so long.
Yeah.
For a whole year that this is the plan.
Yeah.
But I mean, as an anniversary special, you're like, okay, it's not really much of an anniversary celebrate the 60 years. But for an episode itself,
it's very good.
Yeah, really good. Yeah, really good. And for the whole episode, because everybody's paying this the midnight naturally, but
I'm not.
Just because it is RTD.
Yeah. Well, I'm not comparing it to Midnight. I know you haven't got up to this point in Classic Who yet, but there's the second episode of the Tom Baker era.
Mm-hmm.
No, Ark in Space.
Ark in Space.
Yeah, Ark in Space. It reminded me very much of that.
Mm.
Because the first episode is just them standing on a spaceship, exploring it and everything. And I was like, oh, I like this. As someone that loves Ark in Space, I was like, oh, that's good. And so I was automatically on board straight away. Yeah,
I was like, everybody's kind of preparing because there's RTD during the whole episode, and because we're not pairing this to Wars of Mars as well. We're not doing that.
No.
I can think about it. We are kind of following that pattern where you have two action-driven episodes in every odd number, and then like the middle one is the let's have the kids have nightmares.
True.
Yeah, true. It's one of those episodes where you're like, outside the flux stuff, there isn't really much to really talk about, oddly enough. It's basically
I agree.
Yeah. Like, I could say I felt like they were saving the budget a little bit.
Yeah.
The performances of the four actors, two, were really good. Of course, I've been seeing clips of Unleashed online, and there's let's say this: there's not much acting involved between the two of them. But yeah, basically, Catherine Tate basically says like, "Oh, why am I saying what's it, mannish or something like mannish? It's like gravity, I get, again, he says and all that, and then you have David Tennant basically explaining, like, in the most doctory way.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, yep, these guys are the characters. But, I'm like, performances are good. The body horror side of things was really well put together.
Yeah.
All practical outside the jaw thing, and the puddle.
I liked it. I genuinely did. It wasn't at all what I was expecting from an anniversary special.
No.
If this aired back in 2008, I reckon it would have actually been considered one of David Tennant's best original episodes.
Yeah, and watching the second time, I was like, okay, this feels like a second. It felt like this could be easily like episode 14 or episode of season 4, and we would.
Well, if you count the specials, there's already 19 episodes of series 4.
Yeah, if I count the specials, but yeah, like the main.
They count them in the production numbers.
Yeah, and every time you go on Netflix or something, it's like it's
exactly
added on there. So technically it's 19, so episode 20 or whatever it is.
21 of series 4. In fact, in my Universal timeline on my laptop, that's how I've got these episodes put out before I even saw the Star Beast.
God.
I was so convinced that this was just going to be series 4, and I am not wrong.
But well, and if you're a person who likes season 4, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a horrible thing.
True.
Yeah, a horrible thing. Listen. But I enjoy the horror aspect of things.
Yeah, absolutely.
I really enjoy the banter between the 4 characters and.
Oh, I got annoyed with one of them.
The Donna one.
The whole her thinking that the Doctor's gay since they met.
When that happened, I'm like, did you not hear when he was 10? Like, not
exactly. That was your Doctor. That's exactly what I was going to bring up. Yeah. What are you doing? That is not the Doctor to say this with. 5, I'd believe. This one, no.
No. Well, I was like, but he couldn't shut up about Rose.
Exactly. He was kissing every girl he came into contact with. What are you talking about?
As a certain clearly from as a certain clip I use, I have proof that he was knocking a man on a pompadour.
Yeah, he even kissed Donna. Sure, it was a shock, but still, it happens.
I mean, to be fair, Donna kissed Doctor as a whole.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I understand that, but still, I mean, that is not the Doctor to say that with.
And he goes.
I could believe
every time he makes out with someone.
Exactly.
It's like I need to do that again. I mean,
look, I've nothing against the Doctor being gay, but just Tennant's not the one to do that with.
Or at least or at least like. And of course, people are showing clips online, like, "Oh, when Jack kisses 9," and all.
But that's not the same thing. Her Doctor wasn't 9. Her Doctor was 10.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, at least make him bi, so it makes it a middle ground.
Hey, as a way to deviate for 10, 11, and 14.
Yeah.
It's fine. I don't mind there being a little bit of deviation between them. Cool. Yeah. It's just, it's not the point that Donna should bring up.
It's just like a little bit like, wait, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Excuse me, ma'am.
So did you not listen to him not shut up about Rose for 13 episodes?
Yeah, I remember.
And then him get exterminated trying to get to her?
Yeah. And him basically saying, remember being on that beach?
Yeah.
When there was 2 of them?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, even Metacrisis. Yeah, for God's sake.
It's like hard to say. You can't even follow your own continuity.
Yeah, exactly. It's all on iPlayer now. Anyone in the UK can go watch it.
Yeah, technically it's on Binge. On Binge.
Yeah, that's true.
There's even a Doctor Who channel on Binge. So
now.
Yeah, basically.
What's it got up to?
I think they just play whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's basically if you press it, it's basically a lucky dip. Where
nice.
I think it's
a cool way to.
I think it's just one of those. Like, okay, we just go through next episode between series 1 and I think Least Flux or Eve to the Daleks, I think.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not. Yeah, so yeah, if you want to know what this Flux thing is about, check season 13.
Yes, exactly.
And it's quick because it's only 6 episodes. Yeah, versus thank you, COVID, for that. Well done, COVID.
I know.
Yeah. 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 There is a little bit of hubbub that, like, Sonata Newton, the gravity guy.
Isaac Newton, yeah.
Okay, is played by, in real life he was white and he's getting played by Indian, the Middle Eastern guy.
I have no problem with that whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm like,
there is something that bothers me about that scene, but it's not the race.
No, for me, I'm like, unless he's playing Martin Luther King, like, you know, like,
yeah, exactly.
I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be the guy of the core aspect of who the character is, but it is, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
As the 12th Doctor said, history's a whitewash. So, you know, none of us were there.
True. It could be like through the actual history books. It's like, oh, he's actually
exactly.
No.
Yeah.
Actually,
the one thing that really did bother me about that scene was that it kind of retconned something that the 4th Doctor said in an episode.
I've seen clips of that, of him meeting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he shook an apple out of that tree and then had to take him to dinner to explain gravity to him. That is brilliant, and this kind of takes away from that.
Yeah, it's like...
As someone that loves the 4th Doctor's era, I was like, it's happened before.
It's like, excuse me, we have an error here. We have an error.
Exactly. But then again, Flux happened, and the Big Bang too, so maybe history's changed since then.
Yeah. I mean, Flux, it's kind of nice that Flux got reference.
Oh, I love it, the fact that, you know, what's it called? That the Timeless Child got referenced.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that the Doctor actually had a reaction to it, apart from just, why would they lie?
Oh, that clip that keeps going. It's like, it's like, yeah, because during Chibnall's one, the Doctor just like, yeah, that happened, and move on. That's what happened. Like,
but now he's smacking the console, just thinking about it. Brilliant.
Emotion, drama.
Yeah, exactly.
Conversation. I was like, if I don't know, maybe we're like, wow, RTD was able to make the Chibnall era look good because we know what's around the corner.
I turned to Kat after watching it, and I was like, huh. So it's just amazing how, you know, one writer can make all the difference between the Doctor actually having a legitimate you know, reaction to something and Chibnall.
Yeah, I mean, like, it'd be interesting, like, how does he deal with the childless child? Is it just one of those, like, I'm wondering if there was a little bit of, like, don't worry that you can leave things open with the childless child. I'm going to use some things in my stuff, because, and then, well, you know, during like season 13 and all that, I wouldn't be shocked that basically happened.
Yeah,
like,
true.
Yeah, because the show was the mates, so it's very easy to have.
Oh yeah, I mean, Russell T Davies did literally bring Stephen Moffat and Chris Chibnall into his era.
Oh yeah.
So it's not like having got connections.
Yeah, it's not like the connections. Like, it's not like, oh, I heard this Chibnall guy's a good writer. Oh, let me read his stuff. Okay, he's fine.
Yeah. What's that? You can write for my adult show about a Cyberwoman pissing in a tent. That is an actual thing that happened, by the way.
Torchwood, I guess.
Yeah, it was awful. But anyway, back onto Wild Boy Yonder.
Wonder. But yeah, it is. Well, in a way, we are talking about it. How, like, oh my god, we're actually talking about stuff.
Yeah. There is definitely stuff to bring up, but the main plot of it is very much bottle episode.
Yeah, it's a bottle episode.
Yeah, it's a character. Yeah, it's a bottle episode through character exploration.
Yeah, even though there's a part of me that kind of wish that Donna could remember all the past 15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it makes things more sense after with last week's episode where she makes the woman comment, and I'm like, when did you know that he changed into a woman, Donna?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It wouldn't be transferring over. It would be up to 10, so she would remember Stolen Earth, and that's about it.
Stolen Earth. Maybe End of Time, maybe a little bit with the Master or that.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah, you should also remember that.
Slightly.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. I'm wondering for this entire hour we're just going to go, excuse me, sir.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Especially since Russell T Davies loves the show so much. I'm honestly surprised he's making all these things, these mistakes.
Yep. And that, what else to talk about? Oh yeah, we got the last 30 minutes, the last 2 minutes, which is the last of Wilf.
I loved it.
Yeah.
As I said before, I don't really like much of David Tennant's era of Doctor Who, but Wilf has a very soft spot in my heart.
Yeah.
He's just such a kind old man. It was just lovely to see the Doctor just happy for a change.
Yeah, the biggest smile, the biggest.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could tell it felt like, you know what, this feels like, this is. This feels
It'd
like
be similar to if he saw Susan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually, I called the, I said, when I did my, original review, I said, I thought the Flux would be a Susan. I thought we would just pretend that she never existed. The Flux never existed. And that's why I'm going every time I think something is going to be mentioned. I just go, I think it's just going to be a Susan. Yeah, granddaughter. I'm sorry. What? Who? What? No. Okay.
Granddaughter. What?
But it's like, remember where all 5 of you, and turns out you didn't mention that you forgot to mention. Oh yeah, my granddaughter. All 5 of you didn't mention. Okay, cool. Yeah. Even though I'm not up to the episode, but I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, basically, I think that when you felt, and you could tell last week when he was talking about Will, it's like, oh, I love that man, I love that, that scene. You could tell there's a little bit of regret that he has, because the last time you saw him, he basically yelled at his face, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, not really. He gave him a lottery ticket.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Well, technically that is true, but the last time he was emotional around Wilf, he did just scream at him for 2 minutes.
Yeah. So it could easily be like a regret of like, hey, this is the person I actually enjoy hanging around with. It's just like, but the last time, it didn't went perfectly planned because we treated the generation like death. Which I get it. If it's your 12th generation and there's only one more on the clock. You'll probably freak out about like, oh no, this is it. The last time I go all Jesus and do the I go anyway. The reveal of the ship, I thought was how everything's slow. I quite liked. It is one of those episodes where you're just like, yeah, it was all good. Yeah, fine.
Yeah, I got no complaints. There's I mean, as we've done 20 minutes on it, but there are things to talk about, but it's not strictly to do with the plot of it.
No. Yeah, it's like, okay, we're at the edge of the universe. I'm like, okay, cool. Edge of the universe. We could talk about the soul. Well, okay, we can talk about the Doctor picking the wrong Donna.
Yeah.
I'm like, would you even know who's the real Donna? Like,
the Doctor made the incorrect call there.
I was like, but I didn't realize the TARDIS had a kick out.
No. Oh, I love that when the
Yeah.
when the lever just kicked up and everything just went straight out. That was brilliant.
Yeah. Can we use that all the time? It's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, a Dalek's in the TARDIS. Just slide.
Exactly.
Let go.
Would have made the scene from Family of Blood a bit better when instead of like doing a gravity shield, just kick up that thing straight out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, this is going like that's yeah. I mean, that's the only, and all the action sequences you can tell were short and tamed, and was inside a studio. I have seen
as well as inside the volume from Lucasfilm.
Everything very much now. Or mainly Lucasfilm, because they basically just live on it.
That is true now.
Unless your name is Endor.
Yeah,
because to the point now you just know, like, oh yeah, that's the volume.
Which, to be fair, I mean, even though it was very distracting when they were clearly not, like, it was clearly green screen.
Yeah.
Having gone back through all of the 70s Doctor Who, Tom Baker's era anyway, I'm like, this looks like an updated version of that. I'm all right with this. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, the one thing I heard people who were concerned about Disney getting involved with, well, basically a bigger budget, was the cheapness is what made Doctor Who special. And I'm like,
admittedly, that was one of my concerns, yes, and this episode kind of proved that wrong.
No, yeah, like, the more...
Like, sure, it's got more than $5 pumped into it, but it's clearly not like Andor or Mandalorian money put into it.
I think they have the budget of season 1 Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I think it's like 80 mil, essentially the budget of the first season.
Okay. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Comparatively to the budgets of Game of Thrones towards the end, that's decent actually.
Yeah. It's like, I was gonna say something and I lose my thought. Oh yeah, like the only wonky CGI was maybe the jaw dropping.
I didn't even mind that.
Yeah, but that's kind of...
those effects in Doctor Who, it's kind of part of its charm, really.
Yeah.
So having crap effects at the level of I don't know, Series 6 when they do the same thing with the jaw, I was fine with it. It didn't look out of place.
Yeah, it does. I think anytime it look odd, because you realize, well, it's meant to look odd.
Exactly.
It's meant to be like, they're his giant versions of these clones, and their eyes are left and the white, and you just go like, well, okay, it's meant to look abstract. Of course, everyone had speculations that every Tom, Dick, and Harry was going to show up in this, and it didn't happen.
I didn't think that was actually going to happen.
Yeah,
I was hoping. I was like, okay, it would be cool if we saw Smith or Capaldi or something, but I was like, it would have leaked.
Yeah, I saw the rumor about the what's it, no things. That's the official name. The no things were going to be 11 and 12.
Yeah.
And I was like, that could work. Yeah, but who
were the other? Was it just David Tennant and Catherine Tate? Were they who they were blanking out there? Oh, and Bernard Cribbins. I guess it was just those three.
Those three. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was the rumor that they're going to show up as the evil versions of themselves, and I just go, okay, all right, okay, we'll see what happens on the other. I'm just going to be like, hey, you never know. We don't know anything about this episode, but we'll just watch it as it is. Now we are. I think speculation times is a good time. Knowing that we basically kind of said everything we can say about the episode. We only got one more episode left until one more episode left of the specials, or at least for the 60th one.
Yeah. Speaking of it, did you during that final scene? Did you get kind of 9/11 vibes off of it?
Oh, with the everything's going loco.
Yeah, with like the plane going overhead, because around September on YouTube, I got suggested a lot of obvious, 9/11 stuff, and I was like, Jesus Christ, this is very reminiscent of that.
Yeah. I think because I've seen that in the trailer, I was like, it's just like, okay, that's.
See, I didn't see any of the trailers.
Yeah.
I'm not. I love going into this stuff blind.
Yeah. They did a full-on 2-minute a full-on movie trailer with this, and
okay.
Yeah, basically merging. It did look like the toy maker was was like the connective thread to all three of them, and it's like, oh no.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he is, but we just don't know. But okay, so there's a lot of speculations.
Yep.
Is Donna gonna die? Is gonna be dead?
After seeing this episode, I don't think so.
Yeah.
They wouldn't do that death fake out for her just to die in the next episode.
And also you got that scene. Well, there's a scene at the end in the trailer which is like, I don't know if I'm going to able to save you this time. And of course, when that scene happens, that's normally the audience going to say, well, she's going to be fine. She's going to be okay. But maybe they're playing a bacon switch or something. I don't know. Because
that's true. It could be.
Because a lot of people, because there's photos coming out now for the Christmas special. And because 15's wearing the leather jacket, Edward's thinking it's Donna's.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Because it's a picture of Juicy Gaffer is shedding one tear across his face, and Edward's trying to figure out what happened.
Oh, that's yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the clip in the Whoniversal.
Yeah. I've seen
moment.
It. Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody's trying to figure out what is what's the actual cause of it. So I was thinking maybe it's Donna is and also how do you tell the audience that maybe this is it? This is the last time we're ever going to see this character.
Definitely a possibility, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe she might die, but I don't know. I'm just, I'm enjoying not knowing something about Doctor Who for a while.
Yeah, it is. I think it's like, I got on Twitter, it's like, oh, there's a new photo.
Yeah, I as soon as, the night before any of these episodes come out, I just get off Twitter.
Yeah.
Immediately, I'm just like, no, I'm logging out, not watching it, not going back on until I watch the episode. Well, also Disney starting to do the Christmas promotion stuff. Yes.
So it's like this is all coming on Christmas, so naturally, here's a photo of Duke Gaffer, all that. So and that, I know, okay, we're doing with goblins in Christmas. I know we're doing Chucky or something, or Furbies, even doing Gremlins or something with them, or evil toys or whatever. Could be. And that. And also the other speculation is 14's final words going to be a version of I Don't Want to Go?
I have been thinking about this since probably the initial airing of the Star Beast. I honestly think that it might be I Can Go Now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking I'm thinking everyone get ready for quiet time, because the last time this wire woke a generation, everyone couldn't. People are still coping from it.
Yeah. So much so that they didn't watch one of the best series of the show because they couldn't get over Tennant leaving.
Yeah. It's like, geez, It's like RTD. This time, don't do it that well. Don't do it. Yeah. It's only 3
Well, I
episodes.
don't think he will because I mean, then again, I preferred 9s into 10s because I just love that moment where it was like, "You were fantastic," and you know what? So was I. I think we might be looking at something more like that.
Yeah,
because I mean, he's in charge of the show for like the next 7-8 years or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think we'll be having something less emotional because he is going to be the showrunner.
Happy sadness, probably more likely. Yeah.
When Gatwa leaves, or the one after Gatwa, we might be in a different place. But until then, I think we might be in all right territory.
Because we're in a way, we just got this doctor. It's not like we just got him.
Exactly.
Even though it's been like a year.
Oh, it's been 15 years of this doctor.
Is it 15 years?
Well, it's 15 years since 2008.
But I'm just saying, like, well, again, yeah. Because a lot of people would attach 10 with 14, and But I'm saying, like, Power the Doctor till the Giggle. We only
exactly, yeah.
What?
It's been fun
15
watching. I know we've got sort of one episode to go, but it's been fun not having Tennant back as 10, but having just a short-lived Doctor that we know that we can actually appreciate as a short-lived Doctor, rather than 9 being, or either 9, Richard E. Grant, or
I mean, 8 probably it's more.
No, that is true. That is
an example, because you just have a movie and that's it.
But we were what, 2 to 3 months old at that point. I'm saying, like, for us.
When did that came out? Like,
well, it came out in May. So it was a month. It was a month before I was born.
Yeah, we were still fetuses.
Exactly.
Yeah. So So it was short lived, and also, here's a good speculation for 10 years down the road. Do you think this is
I don't want him back. I don't want him back again.
Even if he's the new curator, whatever?
I don't know. No. This is his career. This is
his and that's it, kind of thing.
Yeah. I completely understand. I would not be surprised if Big Finish do a Liberation of the Daleks adaptation on audio. Or at some point down the line.
I mean, the dialogue is all there. I mean,
exactly. They did it with the Star Beast.
There was a Star Beast and a couple others. The comic strips with a neat little thing.
The Iron Legion.
The Iron Legion.
The other one.
Yeah. I mean, So that's my head thinking, because he has showed up for the 5th year. He's the doctor for the 6th year. I was like, is he going to be like the Doctor? Is he going to show up every 10 years?
I don't want him to.
Until he sadly is no longer with us. Like, I don't know. Yeah.
No, so then you're in a Stan Lee situation. We're like, oh, what do we do now? What do we bring him back as CGI? No.
Oh no. No.
Don't do that.
This is why we had spike. We had like a 4-month spike, guys. This is why. This is why the actors couldn't talk about this thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. I did watch like a New York Comic Con panel just to see what is a panel where the actors kind of talk about their stuff that they have done, and it just turns into a deep dive actor interview pretty much. So
that's kind of more fun if you like the actor.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Like if I got to listen to like I don't know Harrison Ford talk about his life. I mean I know there's a new Disney Plus documentary, but if I got to listen to him live talk about like his life and his inspiration and everything like that, I would love that.
Yeah, process and all that. It turns into
exactly.
it turns into inside the actor studio.
Precisely. I mean, I've watched the Harrison Ford one.
Well, it was a David Tennant panel, and he could talk about his theater work.
Yes. Oh, I have seen clips of that.
Yeah, but he just because anytime someone shouted like Good Omens or Doctor Who, it's like nope, can't say it. Go SAG. That whole thing. Yeah. But basically, that's what it was. It was just a deep dive actor thing. I was like, okay, this is actually worth watching.
Yeah.
I thought it would be a weird, awkward, like, hi guys, don't know what we can do here. We can't talk about the things that you'll hear me to talk about. But anyway, so yeah, So we are one more episode to go of the 60th. Yep. That's it. Yeah, 40 minutes. That's not bad. We're like 12 minutes off hitting the actual length of the actual episode.
Exactly.
We're getting there. We're getting shorter and shorter. We're finding our groove.
I'm assuming that when we get to the next special, the Giggle, we're going to have a hell of a lot to talk about.
After I deal with my hangover. that Sunday morning.
There's one thing that I'm going to watch this week to do with the Giggle.
The Central Toy Maker.
No. I mean, I've seen that plenty of times. I've got it. No. Ross Davis did something earlier this year.
Oh.
Where you're talking about Nolly.
Oh yeah, I see. No, what's it? No, is that the one he did with Hannibal Carter?
Yes.
Yeah.
The guy that plays the inventor of the television is in that, playing the inventor of the television, and he said that it's canonical with Doctor Who. I haven't seen it before, so I'm going to watch it this week.
I mean, to be fair, it's always it's always a logical. Anytime because I watch It's a Sin and I also watch Molly, and I realize Wesley Davis will find a way to put Doctor Who in anything.
But here's the thing: he's even said that it is canonical. Like he's considered as part of official Doctor Who canon.
Because I thought we might have a It's a Sin moment where it's like
no.
This is a drama about the AIDS crisis.
AIDS epidemic,
Yeah, the AIDS, and here comes 3 Daleks. I was like, what is going on?
Which doesn't even make any sense considering who's that character supposed to be. It's quite clearly a mock-up of a scene from the 5th Doctor Dalek episode when the guy that it inspired that character, at least partially, was from the 7th Doctor episode, Remembrance of the Daleks.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what? I mean, I guess it's skirting around copyright a little bit, but I'm just like, but that's not exactly where he showed up.
Because we get your ITV, not BBC. I get you.
Yeah.
And exactly. Probably had also talked to the Determination to stay to get the okays, but you're a little bit like, I was like, okay, I'm watching this hard drama now. I believe the 3 robot Nazis show up.
I've seen that scene and I've not seen anything. Well, no, I've seen the scene where they're crying because the main guy dies. That's it. The 2 scenes I've seen.
Yeah. I mean, I think episode 3. Episode 3.
Oh, I've heard that one is quite sad. Then everyone cries at.
It's the one that it's like the guy who didn't pie, the guy who didn't do anything, gets sick, and you're like, and you can't help but go, who did he? What happened? And then you find out, it's like goes. Like way before he met the main characters, and all that. Anyway, Anyway, so yeah, but yeah, hopefully next week we will have a lot more to talk about with the with the giggle, because we're talk for unit is back, and well, I mean unit was back last week, but
That is true. But in
officially
full capacity, Kate and
well,
everything.
yeah, they have Avengers Tower.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I, it ain't the Baxter building in my head if that's the case. I'll be like, oh no, that's what unit is.
It's true.
Yeah, and we got the toy maker, we got the send offs of a doctor and a companion. There's a lot to talk about, and
Turning it into Gatwa as well.
that's why I said two send offs.
Yeah.
Yeah. The final L&Zs and
Thank Christ.
yeah. I found way to put L&Z in my tribute thing. So
Oh, I bet it might even be that. That could be his final line. Alonzi. Why not?
an emotional L&Z.
Yeah. Why not?
Like L&Z or something. Yeah. I mean, Donna said L&Z.
I mean, I must admit, my 14th Doctor figure did arrive this week, and I was like, oh, this is really cool. This is really cool.
Yeah. You're looking at, oh, how does it? You're looking at the likeness and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, it doesn't look anything like him, but I just enjoy that fact that I've got all the Doctors lined up on my shelf now. I was like, aha, good.
It is one of those funny things where I'm like, this looks nothing like him. You've been able to make figures of this one guy for the last X amount of years. He's just in a different suit.
Yeah.
Well, it's since 2005. Come on, guys.
That's true. Oh, also, I did actually buy the regeneration from 9 into 10 action figure as well.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm considering collecting all of Series 1's figures.
That's expensive.
Yeah, I know, but I might do it.
I mean, it's too.
I'm not gonna get a minted box.
It's like $200 if you want Funko Pop of the Doctors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But these figures are actually good.
Yeah, well, I'm a cheap bastard, so when it comes to figures.
That's true.
Because I'm just like, okay, here you go, Bond's there, Marvel's there, Batman stuff is there, just all missing is some Doctors, and that. Anyway, so, yeah, we're a bit of rambling, or a bit of trying to sweat this into a listening experience, then just oh, it's over.
Yeah, I know. This is go very quickly, and I was afraid of that, so I was like, oh, good. At least we had something to talk about during it.
Yeah, I was thinking, any news that dropped outside just, photos of Christmas, and that's kind of it. But, we might, you don't want to watch the trailer, so, yeah, but I wouldn't be shocked. I would be shocked that we'll get, the teaser trailer for, Christmas next week, and
I might just watch the Christmas trailer, but for these, because there's a 3-week break and stuff, I need something to keep myself going. But apart from that, I kind of do want to stay away from trailers. I won't be watching any when Series 14 drops.
Apparently May is when they're thinking dropping.
14. Oh, brilliant! So it's what 10, 11 episodes? Or no, how many episodes is it? 10?
8.
8.
If you're
okay, cool.
Christmas, 8. Yeah.
Yeah. There'll be some during my birth month. So that's cool. I don't mind.
Yeah. It's okay, 2 months, basically. Yeah. Just somewhere. Apparently, they're circling around that area. Apparently, women has it. So so hopefully we get good impressions with this Doctor, because we have to wait for this Doctor for 5 whole months.
Well, it couldn't be worse than, the Twin Dilemma situation.
Twin Dilemma?
6 Doctor's first episode. You'll get to it.
Okay. Oh, at least it's not, was it Time in the Warning, where like, oh, we can't.
Hey, you leave that episode alone. You.
You can't. You can't shoot.
Michael Grade was an asshole to Colin Baker, and I'm going to have nothing said bad about Time in the Rani. It is not his fault.
I mean, to be fair, he was also a little bit asshole to like the companion.
No, so, that is true.
Yeah, the whole thing of like, you can't be shown of actually being in a relationship because the dads won't like it. I'm like, well, that's going to stop people wanting to. Anyway,
yeah.
Like, yeah, it's like there's a thing called imaginations and all that. I'm like, anyway,
that is true.
It's like that's going to stop people. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, and that. And I'm trying to think anything else.
I don't think there's anything else we can really cover. So this was going to be a short one, and yeah.
unless you want to wait 2 minutes so we actually hit the actual one time of the episode. No.
We could.
we could. I mean, listen, it's actually for a short episode. I mean, it's not short. It's 52 minutes. It's not that.
Yeah.
But,
looking back, like just currently watching through series 6.
Yeah.
There was those episodes just go across just so quick. Just like bam, 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 bam.
I try and think like, were they trying to like go so American with?
I mean, probably it was the Matt Smith era, and it was very popular on BBC America at that point.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that was the case. Where it's like
specifically the God Complex. I did not remember it going that quickly on broadcast, but now I'm like, Jesus Christ, slow down a bit, give these characters time to breathe.
Yeah, I mean, because like, unless it's like the big, but like you had like 60 minutes for sorry, I'm trying to here we go. Yeah, sorry, just want to look at the one times. Yeah, I mean holy cow, I'm looking at season 5 and you just go to the one times of these, you're like
45 minutes, except for the first episode, an hour. Yeah.
Outside of Big Bang, which is 53, all of them, and Pandora Opens, a good majority of them are like under 45 minutes.
Yeah, it's like 42, 43, yeah.
$50, 41 for time of the Angels and Flesh and Blood. Jesus, Flesh and Blood. I mean, Flesh and Stone.
Flesh and Stone.
Yeah, and then 43, 45, 45. Jeez, they were really trying to, Americanize. I get it because like I remember when being in America and watched some like of the specials, which was on BBC America at the time.
Oh, did they have ads?
Ads, and they edit it. They cut bits out.
That makes me want to throw up in my mouth.
Yeah.
If I'm being completely honest. Oh, you do not put ads or edit Doctor Who. What are you doing? It's short enough. Just shut up.
Well, I'm trying to find.
I mean, I understand end of time.
Wait. Hold on a second. This is the special part of the. Oh, that's weird. This is interesting.
Yeah.
Binge has only got the episodes of series 4 onwards to 13.
Oh.
So I'm wondering very slowly, where Disney will get everything. It will turn.
I know they're still all on Stan, or at least they were a week ago.
Yeah.
I'll check Stan.
I'm checking. I've got of the Dead.
I'm gonna just type in Doctor, because that's all I watch on Stan at the moment.
Yeah. Net.
No, not Doctor Why. Season. No, all of it's still on Stan.
Wow, so Binge is probably slow.
Yeah, and it's got up to Flux. It's got up to Power of the Doctor.
I loved it. There
Yeah.
is. So clearly, binge wasn't the best place to. Oh yeah, I can
Oh,
watch.
because barely anyone who has binge. I mean, I have binge, but that's because I wanted to watch the Justice League, Snyder Cut.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I got binge because I hate, HBO and all that, but it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, great. Yeah, I can watch the Top of Fallen Spawn anime series. So yeah, great. Also, no. Um,
I mean, that's a seller for me.
yeah, yeah,
I've wanted to watch that for such a long time.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's interesting. Yeah. So, but I remember watching Planet of the Dead, and I was like, hold on a second, they cut that out and cut that out. Wait, this is, and you could tell they cut it. They didn't find a smooth way to, you know,
What's there to cut out of Planet of the Dead? It's just an episode on a desert.
Yeah. I mean,
What?
seriously. Okay, it's on Stan. What is the length of Planet of the Dead?
Hang on, let me just go back to it.
Yeah. It's it.
It's only about 45 minutes from memory, or maybe an hour.
I think it's like in the 50s.
Yeah, possible. Hang on. Series 4. It is 59 minutes.
59 minutes. So
Yeah.
they have to cut like 15 minutes out of that entire minus to fit the 45 minute.
It's probably just like so they can put in ads, but then just extend it out a bit.
Yeah.
Put an ad break every 10 minutes, and then you're fine. You have a 2-hour block right there.
Yeah, it's just one of those like weird.
So that sorts it. Whenever I go over to America, I am not watching anything
Well,
on their television.
I probably it's on
Disney Plus now.
No, probably not on Disney Plus. It's on Max now.
Oh, it is too.
Yeah, HBO. HBO. Yeah.
Yeah, they've got it until I think 2025.
So and that's probably when they're like, okay, America, okay, the Western show, you move, you come to.
Yeah.
The mouse will have you now, pretty much.
Yeah. It's a sad day, but a good day because it's getting new people interested. But for us,
yeah. I mean, I got the DVDs of the Kill.
No, exactly. Yeah, I don't really care either. I've got multiple ways to watch it.
Yeah,
but I'm just like.
I mean, sure, one day DVDs are going to be, non-existent and all that, physical media, all that. But like, if I ever wanted to sell them off, I would, have a collector's item.
I am not selling my DVDs.
Yeah,
okay. I am having them
maybe
forever.
Stuff like I don't know, Max Payne or something. But maybe maybe.
Oh no, I'm just talking. No. I mean, I can gladly sell the majority of my DVDs. I'm just not getting rid of Doctor Who. Oh, yeah, I have dreamed of having every episode on DVD since I was about 6 years old. So I'm just like, I'm not getting rid of it.
Yep. That's fine. Yeah. Now, yeah. I am thinking of reading the Target of novelizations. Thinking of it.
Good luck finding them here.
Well, I mean, like just through like Kindle.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, well, with the specials, because it'll be quite interesting. Like when it comes to the Giggle, what was the original plan for Wilf? Knowing that if that basically was a cameo and that was it.
Did he not film all of his stuff?
Yeah, nope. He passed away during filming.
Really?
Yeah.
So was this his final scene?
They did the whole Rest in Peace tribute thing in the credits. So I assume.
Well, I've seen the footage of him getting carted into the TARDIS.
So it could be one of those things like maybe there was meant to be more of him. I don't know.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah. So that can be interesting to read. And also the Star Beast novelization is not that long. It's like 150 pages.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So that's a quick read if you're But then I'm more likely if I'm gonna read them, I'm more likely gonna buy it physically. I'm kind of happy to buy movies digitally, but when it comes to like books, I'm a little bit like physical. Yeah. Because like I don't know, I think I don't know. This is because I'm like reading a book on my phone is just a little bit.
Oh, absolutely! It's like reading a comic on your phone. I cannot do it.
I have done that, and
me too. I've done it multiple times, but I hate doing it. I prefer to have it actually in hand.
I read the first chapter of Supergirl, Woman Tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
because movie coming out, and I was like, nope, I'm going to actually buy the physical thing because I'm like, this is just no. So yeah, I'm only for 1/3 into it. It's good. It's good. I can see why it's getting turned to a film. Yeah, even though it acts very TV. So I'm wondering how they're going to adapt that, but because apparently they're just going to, if you read the comic, you see the movie kind of thing. But anyway,
nice.
Yeah. So, yeah. I thought I got like 2 years or something to do my DC homework.
Yeah.
Anyway, basically I'm rambling on. Anyway,
probably a good time to wrap up.
Wrap up. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, probably. Sure. Anyway, well, hopefully, we will talk more in length of the giggle.
Yes.
And probably in basically it's going to be like roughly this length, but it will not us kind of.
If it goes for an hour and a half, that will be fine. If it's the final special, and if it was like talking about it as a whole, I'm fine to go for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Hopefully earlier next week.
Yeah. And me drinking orange juice all the time. Because I'll be like, time to go to bed. Oh, it's 3 o'clock. Do I just? Basically, I'm going. It feels like I'm going out somewhere on Saturday night. So and celebrate.
Well, if we have to push it back to like Wednesday or something like that, I'm fine with it.
Yeah,
because I probably would actually work out better for me because that's night I'm not working. So if we do it Wednesday, that'll be fine. It'll give me another chance to watch the episode again.
Yep. Yeah, and also have also have a chance for me rewatching the episode again without me getting us having that full level of emotion if it gets a little bit.
Yeah, true.
If it's like in case because Wesley Davis knows how to pull the heartstrings, so
certainly does.
Yeah. So, anyway, remember everyone. Yeah, the gravity line.
Gravity.
Gravity. Remember, the gravity is the gravity of the situation. And stop.